Welcome back to the SMT YouTube channel, folks. I wanted to give you guys this update out of Verizon, and I guess we'll just call it unofficial news until things do go official, but I have really high confidence in this, and my source has been very accurate and pretty much has nailed everything that they have mentioned to me in regards to reporting on Verizon. All right, so you guys are aware Verizon has a huge round of layoffs that's ongoing. The estimation is that it was supposed to be 15,000 employees laid off. We then got an update that it was going to be 13,000 non-union employees. All right, so that matters, and we're going to come back to that. Now, this would be one round of layoffs. All indications is that each department within Verizon was asked, at least the leaders within each segment of the company, so, whoever was in a management position, was asked to let go a certain amount of people within their teams. So then, if you have a reduction of about an estimated 15%, I mean, that's pretty substantial, right? Turns out it was a little bit less, but, the non-union piece matters. There's going to be another round of layoffs. I think it is basically a confirmation that the layoffs aren't done. My source is indicating that there's going to be a second round of layoffs and possibly a third. How confident am I in that there's going to be a second round of layoffs? I am so confident I would almost book it. A third round of layoffs is crazy to me. That one I'm not so sure about, but it's possible. And it's possible it could be a greater than 50% chance. Now, here's why all this matters. You just let go of 13,000 people. If you have a second round of layoffs of somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 people, and then if you have a third round of layoffs that's going to be similar to the second round, which is what's being indicated, we're talking about a reduction of your workforce that could exceed 20, 25, or even 30% of your workforce. Because it's just simple math. You have 100,000 workers and employees at Verizon before this whole thing started. A 15,000 reduction would mean 15%. They didn't do 15,000, they said 13,000. But they're non-union, which means once they get to the union component of this, which is what I'm anticipating, because that's why there's probably additional rounds of layoffs, you're probably going to see several more thousands laid off, which could equate to 13,000 non-union employees. Now, you guys know how unions work. They'll fight to protect those jobs, but I don't think they're going to be safe. There might be a settlement. There might be some kind of compensation package, but I think eventually those people get laid off, and they could be as large or close to in magnitude to the original layoff round. So 3 potential rounds of layoffs, people. This is insane. This is absurdly unprecedented. I've never seen a company this large just all of a sudden start laying people off like this. This to me indicates that Verizon, 2 things. Number 1, the losses are worse than they're indicating. Number 2, they don't anticipate a fix or quote-unquote turnaround within the next quarter or 2, because all indications are these layoffs could extend through March. So I'm not expecting to see the rounds of layoffs finish until all of their planned layoffs are complete in the form of 2 or 3 rounds. And it makes you think about kind of what's going to happen with Frontier. How's Verizon going to integrate that if they're laying off employees? I don't know. I think about the network. I think about, retail. This is pretty extensive. This is huge. So in other words, Verizon losses are pretty much all but guaranteed to have been worse than people even know. And it sounds to me like those losses are going to continue through at least the next quarter, maybe possibly the next 2 quarters. So that'll be Q4 of this year and then Q1 of next year. And who knows, maybe they continue after that. We have no idea. Anyways, all of this sounds terrible. I think more people are going to be impacted. My confidence in this reporting or within this indication is very high. I think a second round of layoffs is imminent. I think a third has a better than 50% chance of happening. And the magnitude of those layoffs, even if they're at 50% of the original round, this company is going to reduce its headcount by at least 25%, possibly 30%. This is crazy. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe. Check out some more of our videos. We'll see you guys soon on the next one.